Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to our Eastleigh save. Before we get started, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel to make sure you don't miss any of this good stuff coming up. But today we have got Notts County. It's an old rival of ours from last season, but they're sitting pretty in third, just below us in second. We've been doing pretty damn well, and Kyle Hudlin has been fantastic for us. A bunch of the players have been doing very, very well. So let's walk you through kind of how we've got to this stage so far in the season. Obviously, you saw us draw against Gillingham. We did end up losing to Bournemouth as expected, but we gave a good account of ourselves, I'd say. A 2-1 loss isn't too bad away from home to a championship side fighting for promotion to the Premier League. We then got a 1-0 win against Leyton Orient. Danny Whitehall with the goal there on the half an hour mark. A 2-1 loss to Cheltenham followed, with Carl Hudlin getting the goal. But we did manage to bounce straight back from that with a 4-0 win against Forest Green. One that started off very challenging. We didn't look like very good at all. And then all of a sudden, we turned on the burners and absolutely destroyed them. 4-0, Kyle Hudlin and Enoch Asante both getting 2 goals each in that one. We then played a reserve team in the Papa John's Trophy group stage against Burton, where we won on penalties, so we got a point there after a 0-0 draw. Then a 3-0 win against Barrow, with Asante and Hudlin both getting goals again there. Port Vale was next with a 4-1 win, so banging in the goals still, with Asante getting 2 and Danny Whitehall getting 2. A 2-1 win against Harrogate then, with Hudlin getting 2. A lot of strikers doing very, very well. Whitehall, Hudlin and Enoch Asante all performing brilliantly for us so far this season. We then had a 1-0 loss against Bradford. Shaka was playing in that one and unfortunately got sent off after a second yellow card in the 63rd minute, which prevented any sort of comeback when they scored on the 61st prior to that. We did get a 5-0 win against Tranmere, though, following that game. Absolutely dominant performance. Hudlin getting a hat-trick as well in the 92nd minute to kind of just put a cherry on top. And then finally, we had Cheltenham recently in the Papa John's Trophy with a 2-0 win. Ben House and Whitehall getting that one. So again, a rotated squad for that, but a comfortable win in the end. So Notts County, an old rival, a competition that we've still got in the league. We have actually signed another player. Now, we haven't been able to register them yet, but it's Victor Adeboyejo, a player that we've popped in the under-23s for now until we can register him properly. But he's pretty decent. A Sky Bet League One player, or that's what our scouts believe. He's someone that can play basically pressing forward or target forward. He's 5'11", so not the tallest, but he's very well-rounded, good finishing, 12 heading as well, which isn't too bad. He's just very well-rounded. I think that's the main thing. 24 years old, so loads of room to kind of grow, as well as he is a Nigerian. Not that that makes any difference whatsoever, but there you go. Bit different. Formerly played in the Championship with Barnsley last season, so a great signing, really, when you take a look at it properly. It's a player that's dropped down 2 divisions to play for us. We're paying him £1,000 a week, so there is a bit of money going out, but I think we're okay. We've got £2,000 in the wage budget. You can also see we're looking at bringing in Albert Adoma, another experienced winger. He's not got the pace, but I've realised our wingers don't really need the pace because they often allow the fullbacks to go round them, and the fullbacks need the pace, and our wingers just kind of sit there ready to cross that ball in. With 14 crossing and 13 passing, I think that's certainly something that he can do. At the age of 34, it's a bit of experience as well, especially as an international. He's wanted by Toronto FC as well, along with Swindon. So he's wanted in the MLS. And the MLS is a bit better than League Two. I'm just going to say that. So I'm pretty happy with that. But let's jump into today's game. It's a big game. If we can get the win, it'd be fantastic. We've got our 4-4-2 formation still, with Asante up top with Hudlin. You can see the slight change in the skin. It's still the Zealand skin, but they've updated it, and I love it when they put the faces on the kits. It just gives you that personal touch, which I love. But yeah, we've got McDonald in goal, Hare, O'Connor, Magoma and Harper at the back, who's been solid all season, all 5 of them back there. Hesketh on one side, Wakway in the other, McGavin and Dreyer in the middle, and then up top, Hudlin and Asante, who have been absolutely brilliant so far this season. On the bench, we have got Tom Whelan, Shaka, Jenkinson, House, Swanson, Broadbent, and Ashby Hammond. We will be looking to bring in a centre-back, just because we've only got 3 really. Shaka can play there, but I want him to play in that midfield role as a ball winner. I don't think he's quite tall enough to really play as a centre-half, especially in this sort of style of play. So we'll see and take a look at that. But let's get into the game and, fingers crossed, get a win against our former rivals. And it's Harper with a throw-in our bottom left-hand corner at left-back. Looks longer to Asante. He does knock it down to Wakway, who's going to take his time here. He is being closed down, but he's managed to keep hold of the ball comfortably, really, with a few players around him. So we've got those triangles in place. Can Harper look to find a ball forward? McGavin plays it back to Mogoma. Again, keeping the ball. It's absolutely fine to do, who looks all the way back to the keeper. Now, this is something that happens. A long ball forward, we can often get a flick down, and Asante there. Doesn't always work directly, but there you go. Wakway's ball over the top does find Asante, who does shoot, and it is just wide of the post. That works. It works absolutely fine. We kind of hit that long ball. If it doesn't work straight away, we can often lay it back, and Asante's gone again for another ball over the top, and Hudlin often wins most of the headers just because of his size. I mean, he gets enough chances to score. No wonder he's on 14 goals already this season. But we're doing well. This will be one of our toughest games this season against a team who actually came up with us, and we beat twice last year. So not too shabby. It's ball in. Asante with the header. Vincent Harper's cross led to Enoch Asante heading it home, making it 1-0 in 20 minutes. A fantastic start to the game, really, by getting that goal. But this is exactly what we do. The fullbacks bomb forward. Our wingers drop right off just to allow any support if needed to cut back. But it's drilled across, and Asante gets there at the front post to nod it home for 1-0. Jake Hesketh now on the right-hand side. He has won the ball off Notts County. Looks back to Hare to kind of restart the move effectively after that original drive. But Hudlin's able to flick it through to Hesketh, who's got a yard. Can he shoot? Does lift it high over the goal, but that was nice. Hudlin's little flick round the corner allowed Hesketh through on goal. We're looking very good with our shots on target. XG's strong as well. We're looking very, very solid indeed. And we have got one more chance just before half-time. Hare into Dreyer, back to McGavin, who's on the edge of the box. Hare again receives it. Can he get a yard and get the ball into the box? It looks like he will do. It's back to Wakway, who heads it back across goal. Lacey heads clear as it looked to find Hudlin. And then Ameson, long ball forward. Mogoma does well to win that, and then we go again. We have only got 30 seconds left of the half, but Wakway is looking to drive down this left-hand side, gets a ball across. Asante's not able to reach it as Lacey heads clear, and now Wooton plays it back to Palmer, who just launches one, and it looks like that will lead to the end of the first half. With a 1-0 lead so far, unless something drastic happens here. It's pretty good. It's a pretty confident start to the game. Hudlin, though, receives it, looks out wide to Hesketh. We could get a ball into the box and another chance here. Ball into Asante, who just heads over the bar. See, we're always got a chance to score him. But there you go, 1-0 at half-time. A fantastic performance so far. All the boys are doing very, very well. My only worry with Hudlin is his fitness. His stamina and natural fitness are very, very low. But I want to play him every game because he's just so good. So good at getting those goals. But one good thing, though, is that our other strikers have performed pretty well this season. Ben House, not quite up to things as normal. But what we might do is bring him on. Not quite yet. I will leave it for now. But he will probably end up coming on in the second half as it goes. I will also need to fiddle about with this because now it stays open. So we've got 2 extra slots to fiddle around with, which we can certainly do. But an hour in, and we're looking very, very strong to get the 3 points at the moment with no concerns whatsoever from Notts County, who've dropped out of the promotion places, or the automatic promotion places into the playoffs, and we are sitting pretty at the top. We've had problems before with obviously staying at the top, but it should be fine. We've got a long season to go, but it's a lovely win by Harper, who flays it forward to Asante, and Hudlin's shot just over the bar. He knew he didn't have the pace to quite get away from the defender, so he had to take it early. So decent effort in the end. But a cleared ball by Notts County leaves it to come straight back with Hare now on this right-hand side. Plays it down the wing to Hesketh, who's going to get a ball in. It's back post to Owakwe. It's saved. And it is cleared then by Lacey. I mean, he should have probably put that in, Owakwe, really, shouldn't he? He came all the way through. He had no one near him. And he had a free strike on goal. But McGavin's corner, ball in. It's headed clear by Cameron. And now it looks like Harper should get there. And that is the end of that highlight. But Vincent's coming forward now for Notts County. Ball forward, flicked inside. O'Connor does well to win that again. And Asante coming forward. It's tackled, but Dre is able to latch onto it. Then into Hudlin, who looks to Hare on the right-hand side, who's bombing forward again from right back. Absolutely brilliant play. Hesketh, long ball into the box. Asante with a header. It's gone in, and it is going to count. I thought it might have been offside. A little worried there, but Jake Hesketh's deep ball into the box led to Asante heading home. Give us a 1 point lead at the top of the table at the moment after following this 2-0 possible win. Hudlin out wide into Hare, who just cuts back and lays it back to Hesketh, who takes a touch and crosses it in. And Asante's got no man near him and makes it 2-0. The goal kick with only a couple of minutes to go now. McDonald's ball, it's not great, and it does find Lee for Notts County, who has to look back and rebuild again. But his ball through does find Lee again. It's a cross, and Barnes scores. Marcus Barnes, formerly played for Eastleigh on loan a few seasons ago before I was in charge, does end up putting that ball away. I think we will actually make a couple of substitutions, which I completely forgot about, to be honest. I was too preoccupied with how well we were doing. We'll pop Luke Dreyer on there. Kaya Shaka can sit in the ball-winning role. And we'll also bring Swanson on for Josh Hare. Swanson's been getting a bit more game time now. He's slowly being implemented into the side and performing pretty well there as well. But it's going to be tough for him to get into the team with kind of the back forward performing how well they are. But Dreyer with the ball here into Hudlin, who look round the corner to try and play in Hesketh, but he's just played it out of play for a goal kick. And it looks like it might be that goal kick to nearly end the game. We have been absolutely dominant so far in this game. It's quite unbelievable. Luke Dreyer with a ball in though, and it is headed away by Lacey. But another ball in finds O'Connor, who heads over. Surely, with only 3.5 minutes left, it can't go wrong from here. And there it is. It is full time. A 2-1 victory for Eastleigh against Notts County in League 2, following them coming up with us last season. Both fighting for kind of promotion again. I mean, we're top of the league at the moment. 1 point clear, 3 goal difference ahead of Cambridge in second. And a fantastic result, really. Asante with 2 goals there as well. Been very, very good. It looks like we've got an offer for Jamie Burgess. We might look at accepting. But there you go. A fantastic result. Incredible. Really, very, very happy with that. We might look to come back for the FA Cup game, as it is the first round. Or we might look to come a little later and see if there's any other teams around here that could be a bit of a challenge for us. But I will leave it for that for now. Make sure you like and subscribe as always. And I will see you in the next one.